Hello, and welcome to another weekly perfume adventure. I think this would be number, I want to say 6, because I think I did number 5 last, I think. And then I took a break because I wanted to kind of go through a few perfumes, and then I was decluttering a bunch. And if you haven't watched yet, I will link my previous decluttering. It was a bunch of Kayali and a few other things that I wasn't, crazy about, and decided that I just wanted it out of my life. And that said, I haven't actually gotten around to photographing them yet so that I could list them, and I really need to get off my bottom to do that. However, I cannot remember if I mentioned, but I am very happy to report that I have figured out the lighting situation in the evenings. Mind you, it's nothing fancy and I don't have any big lights or anything like that, but off in that direction is a little window. And normally when I film in the morning or during the daytime when it's still light out, I open the window and the light comes through, which gives me decent lighting to make a video. But I've been filming sort of more in the late afternoon and in the evenings, and it's getting dark really early now because it's the winter. Well, it's coming into the winter time. It's autumn now. I think the Americans call it fall. And so it was getting dark and the lighting was not cute. But our local Aldi was selling a bunch of these like clamp-on work lights. I think they're like construction lights, and they're super duper 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 bright. And they're small. They're only about that big. And I don't have one to show you because, as usual, I'm disorganized. But I've got one clamped on the bookshelf right directly behind the camera. And the first time I tried it, it was shining right in my face, and I kind of got blinded by the lights, and I was kind of like seeing light flares and stars for about a minute after I turned it off just to try it out. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. The light's fantastic. It really works. But it was too bright, shining right in my face. So I actually have it pointing like off, like in that direction where you can't see, but because the thing is so dang bright, it works. And I've only got it on the medium setting, or actually it's got a high, medium, and then it's got a red flashing strobe light. And I assume because it's like some kind of a work zone construction light, that it is because the red light is for like emergencies. But anyway, it was $5 or $6, and it is amazing. It works really, really, really well. So there you go. And here I am, 3.5 minutes in, and still not gotten to the point of the video. But for the people who watch me and who know me, and which is mostly my friends, I assume they're kind of used to it now because I kind of just ramble and tell stories, which is what I like to do. And anyway, so aside from that, my lipstick I wanted to talk about because it's this very, very old Kat Von D, which is not even around anymore, liquid lipstick. Like back in the day when it first came out, it was a big deal. And it was probably one of the best drying, but not the worst non-drying liquid lipsticks back there. And I still have this one. This was a limited edition color called Project Chimp. And it was in support of some kind of zoo or animal thing. But anyway, it's one of my all-time favorite red colors. And I still have it. I don't wear it all the time because my lips these days are not happy if I wear anything too drying and for too long. But I've whacked on a whole bunch of lip balm underneath. I've put this on top. I will remove it when I'm done with the video. So there you go. Now, for this week, I have decided that I will do a Dua. It's called the Dua brand, and it's very, very hyped. It's very, very popular. their scents have kind of a funny DNA to it, which is sort of slightly smoky in the dry down in a lot of their stuff. A lot of people say they kind of are a bit funky, which apparently they have improved in the last year. But I only came to this brand not too long ago, maybe, I want to say December of last year, maybe January, so not long ago. So maybe because I'm new to the brand, I don't have much that's funky. I do like it. I do like the slight smokiness they have in quite a few of their perfumes. And one thing I really do like about them is that they do a lot of the hype stuff. They do a lot of the popular stuff. And they do a lot of like really funky, fun scents that you would have a hard time like finding or buying, because a lot of the stuff is like hundreds and hundreds of dollars to buy. And I don't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars to spend perfume on. So I do have a bunch of their perfumes, and I thought this week I will do a duo week and wear a bunch of their duo perfumes. They're considered extrait the perfumes. They're very, very strong. I sprayed one on hubby a couple of nights ago, and I kid you not, that sucker lasted like over 24 hours on him. Mind you, I sprayed it on hubby's arm. He's very hairy, and we know hair holds on to scent a lot better than skin. But in general, hubby just wears and skin holds on to scent and perfume a lot better than mine does. So that was very impressive. I can't wear a lot of his perfume because it's so strong. I could probably only do like 2 sprays, but most recently I found, and you can see I have very long hair, is if I spray the perfume, like maybe 2 or 3 sprays into the back of my hair, I can smell it throughout the day. If I move my head or, if I run my fingers through my hair, I'll catch a whiff of it. And it's not too strong because it's at the back of my head and it's not going to give me a headache. So that has worked out really well for me. And I'm enjoying wearing less perfume for it to not give me a headache, but also knowing that it lasts a lot longer, because I'm discovering that, the average perfume, which might last 4 to 6 hours on me, maybe less, on my skin can go double that in my hair, which is fantastic. So yes, I'm going to get started. The first one I pulled out was Cafe of Intense. Now, I am pretty sure, I've got my iPad here, I'm on the Duo page so you can see, and I'm going to search, because I need to look up what it is, because they don't say other than on the page. Where is the search features? Search. There we go. Search Cafe of Intense. Here we go. Cafe of Intense. Right. This is funny. So I didn't know, and I never looked it up, and I think I've mentioned before that I've gotten rid of it, was the Intense Cafe by Montal, because it has so much rose in it. And people who've been watching my videos are pretty sick of me saying I don't like rose in a scent in perfume. I like it in my bathroom. Don't like it in my perfume. But anyway, yes, this is a inspired by, I never know what to say. Like, I hear people and they say, oh, you're not allowed to say the C word, rhymes with learn. You're not allowed to say the D word, rhymes with oop. You're not allowed to say this, you're not allowed to say that. I don't know. This is inspired by Montal's Intense Cafe. And it has rose in it. And I'm not crazy about rose. However, let me just grab some scent sticks. Where are they? Echo, that was for you, the whole pants thing. I know you're against pants, but I have pants on. Scent sticks, because I don't think I want it sprayed on me. And the doers are so strong, they last a very, very long time, and I don't want very long time on me. So yeah, so I can smell the rose, but strangely, the coffee in this is very strong. And I can smell a lot more coffee. And then, like I said before, you know, the doer has that woody, smoky, like, DNA to it. So I'm smelling a lot more coffee and woody and smoky, and only a hint of rose. And I don't hate it. So I will wear it this week and see how I go. But I don't plan on getting rid of it. So there's that. And then I am going to wear Casino Royale. Now, Casino Royale, if I am not mistaken, is the inspiration of Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge. And the funny thing with Baccarat Rouge is that I am very, very nose blind to Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't know why, and I know it's quite common for a lot of people to actually be nose blind to that scent, so it's not surprising. However, there we go. However, sometimes with the inspired versions, and it has to do, according to my perfumer friend, the specific kind of, I think, jasmine that's used in the perfume, it makes people nose blind if it's with the way it's been mixed. Anyway, so I can weirdly smell the inspired versions more, because either they're using a different jasmine in the mix, or they're using a lower grade version of that particular raw material, or whatever it is they do. And this is kind of where, if it's close enough and if I can kind of smell it, I'm happy with it. So this one I think I will spray in my hair, actually, or on my arm. This is the Casino Royale, so it looks like this. And the thing with the Dua is the sprayers, the atomizers, are actually really nice. Yeah. See, it's definitely got that Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA. And I can smell it for now. But with the original 540, I go nose blind to it within like 5 minutes. So by the time I'm done rambling with this on this video, which could be a good 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever, I may or may not still be able to smell this. I will report back. So somebody remind me. There's nobody to remind me. Okay, the other ones are dark chocolate rum and vanilla. I know for a fact that this is a inspiration. This is inspired by the Ylang gourmand cocan. And I know this because I actually made a little label with the information on here so that I could easily read it. With some of my newer bottles, I haven't actually gotten around to doing it yet because I've been busy. So I know what this is. I know I love this because this is like, whoa, chocolate, cacao, rum, vanilla, spices. It's got rose in it, but I don't really smell the rose. I think the rose is there just to like sweeten it up, or actually give it a bit more femininity and like a hint of floral so that it's not completely gourmand. But I love it. And anyway, so I will spray some of that on. Actually, you know what? No, I won't, because I don't want it to conflict with that. And I already feel like I've got that up my nose. So I'm going to use one of my tester strips. By the way, if you're into your perfumes, you should get some of these. You can get them on Amazon and on, you know, all the other sites that sell things that are more affordable, which people don't like if we talk about them online. So whatever. Yeah, I love this. Oh my gosh, the chocolate, the rum, it's just this boozy chocolatey scent that I love. And I do have the original. I got a decant of the original, and this is really close. Really, really, really close. The original has been discontinued. This one from Dua comes in and out of stock all the time, but that's kind of a thing with Dua, is like stuff comes in and out of stock, so you just either have to wait for it or, you know, catch it when it's back in stock, sign up for their email notifications and jump on it. It's harder in Australia because the shipping is ridiculously expensive. So if you want to buy from Dua, it really is only worth it if you catch them when they're having a sale, but they're always having a sale, so that's a good thing. But also, if you're buying sort of 6 or more bottles, that's when it's worth it for you to get it on your own. However, there's a friend of mine who also runs a Dua perfume group for Australia, and he does like group purchases. So every now and then, if I see something I want and I want only like 1 or 2 bottles, I'll just send him a message and say, hey, the next time you are placing an order, or if you are going to buy something, can you add this 1 bottle to the order for me? And then it becomes very affordable, you know, because I never want more than 1 or 2 bottles at a time, once every sort of several months when I see something that comes out that I might like. And I'm not, Lord knows, with enough perfume, I'm not in a hurry for any of it. So that's kind of how I buy my Dua perfumes. I don't place gigantic orders with them. Now, the other one is Evocative Honey. I don't even remember like what this one smells like now, because I haven't tried it in a long time. And I don't actually know if it is, what do you call that? If it is, words, Deanna, if it is inspired by anything. Here we go. It probably is. It's sold out at the moment. Okay, it is inspired by Black Avaricia by Memoirs London. So that's it there. And the notes are honey, grapefruit, oud, labdanum, incense, cashmere wood, ambrette seed, violet leaf, cedar, amber musk, sandalwood, vanilla, vetiver, powdery notes. The reason I got this was because I am on the hunt, still on the hunt, to be perfectly honest with you, for the best honey perfume I can find. I want honey that smells like honey perfume. You know, so sort of something like it's very realistic and very, what they're calling photorealistic. Not photorealistic in the sense that it looks like a photo, but photorealistic in the sense that you look at a photo and you imagine what that smells like because it's realistic and that it smells realistic. So, Evocative Honey. I am going to give that a shot this week. See how it goes. I'm going to give it a sniff. If you ever get on Dua's website, they have like really, really long, like flowery descriptions of what the perfume is supposed to make you think and smell. It's boozy. I don't know where the booziness comes from. It might be the amber and the incense. I'm not getting honey right away. However, honey is a very difficult note to capture. So I don't know that I would actually get like honey out of this, but it's nice. And so, Memoirs London has been releasing non-stop hits since 2018. The brand already has a sincere collection of olfactive masterpieces. One honey-based perfume that has become a favorite of ours is Black Avaricia. And this sweet and dulcet composition combines the warmth and sensuality of honey with the darkness of agar wood. Okay. No, that's not it. It's slightly sweet. It's very spicy. And it is woody. And I think the sweetness is coming from the honey, but I'm not smelling actual honey, which is what I want. But it's nice. So we shall see. This is the sort of thing I would actually spray on hubby, and it'll smell really, really nice on hubby. So you have that too. Now, how many have I talked about? Okay, that's 4. And my 5th and last one for the week is Dark Cocoa. I have no idea what this is because I've forgotten. And that's normal because my brain. Dark Cocoa. It would help if you can spell cocoa. There we go. Ooh. Dark Cocoa, sold out. This is inspired by Dark by Acro. Gourmand perfumes intoxicate us with their overly sweet aromas: chocolate, vanilla, dark chocolate, cacao, hazelnut, vanilla, and cinnamon. Acro is a very, very popular niche brand known for Bake, which is kind of like a lemon pastry perfume. But I'm really into, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of chocolate and cocoa and coffee in this grouping of scents, because I really do like chocolate and cocoa, and coffee, and I'm still on the hunt for my perfect coffee perfume. And I need to maybe like pull out a whole bunch of my coffee perfumes and do a battle of the coffee perfumes, because I'm like, at the moment, and I wore this again this week, is the Floral Street Ylang Espresso. Is still one of my favorite, and it's my oldest coffee perfume. And look, I'm halfway through, so I'll put it on this hand. Oh, it's warm. It's sweet, but it's got that warm gourmand warm, you know, not the spicy warm, but it needs a bit more. I can definitely smell the coconut. I don't smell a lot of cinnamon in it, but I can smell, not coconut, hazelnut. Yeah, see, so it's chocolatey and nutty, and it's got the vanilla to give it the sweetness. It actually, I don't know if anybody's ever said that, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a dark chocolate version of Nutella. I'm sure everybody or most people will have tried Nutella or some kind of a chocolate hazelnut spread, so you know that sort of sweet chocolatey hazelnutty like smell, but that's normally like a milk chocolate. So imagine what Nutella would smell like, or Nutella, I don't know how people pronounce it, would smell like, but with dark chocolate instead. Oh, that's an idea. Somebody please make a dark chocolate Nutella. Is that such a thing? Because I reckon that would be good. Because I love dark chocolate. Oh, that's a good idea. Somebody please make that. Thank you. Okay, so yes. Yes, and it's got milk. It's got a milky quality to it, which is really interesting because there's no milk in the notes. So, oh, I like that. And back to good old Baccarat Rouge. No, can't smell it anymore. I don't think I should even be trying it this week because there's nothing left of it. Not that there's nothing left of it. I'm pretty sure if I got hubby to smell this and ask him if he can smell it, I'm very sure he will be able to smell it. But I've become nose blind to it already, which basically means that they've used a good jasmine in it or whatever that ingredient is. I'm pretty sure, according to my perfumer friend, it was the jasmine or that specific kind of jasmine that makes a people nose blind in a specific quantity depending on how it's blended. And if it's blended well, some people will become nose blind to it, and it's actually quite a lot of people. I'm one of them, which is such a shame because I really like that smell. Dang it. I'm spraying it again. Yeah, see, I can smell it on the like initial spray, and then after so this has been like about 13 minutes according to my timer, and yeah, it's gone. So, but I will ask hubby when I go out if he smelled it. So this week, off to the other part of this video, which I normally talk about what I wore this week, the previous week, not the coming week. Oh, my nose. Too many spraying of too many perfumes. Oh, and I probably need to open a window and ventilate the room a little bit more when I do this sort of thing. The Ylang Espresso, I absolutely love this. One of my all-time favorite coffee fragrances still, because I have not found anything better. But then, should I? I mean, if I love this, and this is a wonderful coffee perfume, and I love it, should I stop looking? Like, why am I still looking? I should just keep wearing this and keep using this, and then when it runs out, buy another bottle because it's not discontinued. And that's the other thing. If you've got a bottle of perfume is like wine. The more air and oxygen there is in the bottle, the more it affects the quality of the perfume. So when you start to get a bottle that's starting to go down like this, the more it goes down, the quicker it will to go off or turn or change its smell or scent because of the air in it. It's like wine. If you open a bottle, you have to drink it within a day or two, if not immediately, because the air in the wine will make it go off. Same thing, only slower because, the bottle is sealed. But that is all still air. So if you have a bottle and you think, oh, I love this bottle and I've only got like that much of it left, I'm going to save it. Don't use it up and get a new bottle if it's not discontinued. If it's discontinued, go find a inspired version of it if you want to still keep using it, because your original bottle will go off. A little bit of a tip there. Anyway, so the other kind of big perfume perfume that I wore was the Maison Alhambra Tabac, but I don't wear it on its own because on its own I find that it's a little too like smoky and too tobacco-y. It's supposed to be inspired by Dior's Tabacalore. Only this is a fraction of the cost. And what I've done is, instead of just using this, I mix it into one of my decant bottles like this. This is something else. And I do about sort of a little under 4/5 of a bottle of parts of this, and then I mix it with the Enlightened Vanilla, which is a triple scented parfum. This is very old. I've had this for a long time, and I don't think they have this particular packaging anymore. I think they've changed their packaging, but I love this original packaging that they have with the the box, and it's so beautiful. But this is the best and the strongest vanilla perfume I own, and it is so strong. It's an Australian company, Australian brand. They do a lot of they do candles and home scented products, and what do you call that, like the reed diffusers, and you know, perfume like room oils and things like that. And it says made in Australia here. And this is a gigantic 120 ml bottle, and it smells amazing. Don't know why this this lid always looks a little bit funky. It works, but it always looks a little bit funky. I'm not really sure why. But anyway, I mix these two, and that gives me a much, much closer Tabac, Dior Tabac vibe, which I really, really like. So it sweetens and softens that really harsh, strong, smoky tobacco scent of this. So people sort of say to you, this is a inspired version of Tabac. Yes, it probably is, but it smells nothing like it, because I do have the original Tabac, and I adore the original Tabac. I only, mind you, have like a tiny little 5 ml bottle, because your girl cannot afford original Dior private collection perfumes, because they are painfully expensive. So I'm very much oh, it's close enough, that's good enough. And you know, I had this in my hair, and I could smell it the next morning. It was like I got a really good 18 hours out of it in my hair. So I'm very happy about it, and very happy about discovering that I can wear my perfume in my hair. And especially in the winter time, because I'm wearing long sleeves, I don't like spraying perfume on my clothes, and I don't like spraying perfume on my arms, because the sleeves cover it up, and then it gets on my clothes, and then it's a whole thing, and I'm just weird about that. So in my hair, I like, and then I can wash my hair and it's gone, and I can, you know, spray something else. So yeah, that was last week. I didn't really wear much perfume because I was playing around with some of my Kiali that I was decluttering as well. And I was also in a bit of a weird mood. I had a kind of a bit of a challenging week, and so I didn't wear a lot of perfume. So that was it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have lasted this long, please leave a picture, an emoji of a bar of chocolate. Yes, let's do chocolate and coffee. Chocolate and coffee emojis. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching. Echo, hello. Hope you're doing well. You better have watched this. And I will catch you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I was going to turn off the video, and then I remembered I didn't say to like and comment and subscribe and do all the YouTubey things, because I always forget, and I'm supposed to. And, you know, it's supposed to be good for the algorithm, but I also kind of don't care about the algorithm, because if anybody knows anything about algorithms at all, and I work in technology, so I know about algorithms, those suckers change all the time. So I kind of refuse to live my life controlled by an algorithm, and I just kind of do my own thing, which is part of the reason why this is all usually a hot mess. Anyway, thank you. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.